Mamma mia! What a game! The UCL final is always amazing with the full time 90 minutes plus 6 additional time, extra time, penalties. That is a classic Champions League final, and Arsenal, I told you in yesterday's video, fought well, everybody. Arsenal fought well and they lost on penalties, so Arsenal deserved it more, a little bit, 1% more, 2% more than PSG, but PSG have the mentality. PSG have the experience. PSG are just a qualitative team with everybody is a star. It is not like Messi, Mbappe, Neymar. They are all stars, and that is what PSG. That is how PSG won today. Like, subscribe, hype, share. Let's get to 100 subscribers. But this game was insane, everybody. Dembele, if he wins the World Cup, he wins the Ballon d'Or, everybody. He wins the Ballon d'Or. He wins the Ballon d'Or because he's just a big game player that scores every day or every match week. But what a game, everybody. Arsenal fought well. Arteta had the right tactics. Arteta adjusted to the game how it's supposed to be adjusted. But it didn't came through because Luis Enrique, the players, the management, all of PSG, they have the experience. And the thing that lost the game for Arsenal today was the experience, everybody. It was the experience because they didn't have the experience, PSG. Arsenal. That is why PSG won. They won the Champions League last year, and they're just too good. They're just too good. In the first half, they were a little bit not shaky. They were not finding the rhythm. They were not finding the rhythm because the Arsenal tactics had the game plan was good. The game plan was good, and Arsenal didn't let PSG get the rhythm, because if PSG get the rhythm, it's done, it's over. And they didn't let them get the rhythm. When they were getting the ball, PSG, Arsenal were structured. Arsenal were well structured, and they didn't concede a goal from open play. So they were well structured. The game plan of Arteta was well. So it could have been 50-50. If this final was yesterday, was tomorrow, was 3 days ago, was 3 days more, the result would have been different. The result, PSG could have still won, but the result could have been different. Arsenal could have still won, but the result could have been different. And then in the second half, PSG started to get the rhythm a little bit, to get the rhythm. But Saka, that was a penalty. But I don't think the Nuno Mendes on Madueke, I think it was on Madueke, that was a foul. I don't think that was a foul. But the Saka, it was a penalty. But either way, it was a very good game. It was a very good game. And then in the extra times, the player were getting tired. And in my mind, I was saying, I think I'm getting right, because Arsenal had the squad depth to put the players in. But the only thing that they didn't have was subs, because they used their subs. In the 106th minute, or sorry, in 106th minute, PSG in the 91st minute, so in the first play, so in the first 90 minutes before the extra time, all of the substitutions, they were already in, so they couldn't put more players in. But I think that was a mistake by Arteta, by putting in Gabriel Martinelli, Noni Madueke, Zubimendi, and Eze in 10 minutes. I think that was a mistake. Putting Timber, that was good, because Mosquera was doing a little bit. He didn't have the good game. He didn't have a good game, because I think that was a penalty as well. Or a red card. He had a red card, but the referee didn't get him, because first he had a yellow card because of time wasting. Then he had another yellow card, it was supposed to be, and the penalty because of the penalty of Dembele, it was a red card of Mosquera. But either way, Either way, I think Arteta did a mistake by putting on a lot of players in around 8 minutes. That was a big mistake. You should have put maybe a Madueke or a Meze, put both, and then in the first half of the extra time, or in the end of the first half of the extra time, you put fresh legs, because you put them, and you try. But I think that was a mistake of Arteta. But it was an amazing game. It was an amazing game. It was a tactical masterclass. It was amazing. It was amazing, everybody. It was a good game. It was a good game. Marquinhos, Pacho. Pacho was very aggressive. They was very aggressive. He was good. Nuno Mendes was good. Hakimi was good. Everybody was good. Dembele, Kvaratskhelia, Due, Havertz played a good game. He scored immediately with the banging goal. Boom, on top of the net, hitting the roof of the net. It was a very and Gabriel, wow. He played a very, 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 very good game. Gabriel, that penalty ruined him, man. That penalty ruined him. Gabriel is a very good defender, but that penalty, I don't think he should have taken the penalty. Because, well, center backs, it isn't the job for them to score, but they can score. But I don't think he should have took it. Maybe I don't know. Who should have taken it? Maybe a Madueke. And even Eze was disappointed after the game. He was disappointed. And even Nuno Mendes failed the penalty. But then Raya, or he saved Nuno Mendes' penalty. Raya even played a good game. But it could have went either way. The Champions League final. This is the Champions League final. And we need Juventus. Back in it. And we're not going to be there for at least 5 years. We're not even going to be sure if they will be there in 10 years. But anyways, it was a very good game. Everybody played well. It could have been either way. Luis Enrique is a tactical genius. He has the experience. But Arteta and Arsenal and Gabriel. And don't put your heads down. You played a very good game. Don't put your heads down. Put your head up. It was a very good season for you. You won the Premier League. You always won versus the best team in the world. That won versus Bayern Munich. And you won versus Bayern Munich. So, props to Arsenal. Props to Arsenal fans watching out there. Props to you. And the PSG fans, props to you as well for winning the double Champions League in a row for 2025 and 2026. So, props. Very, very good game to everybody. Very, very good game. So this is the end of the video. If you like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and if you enjoyed today's game, like, subscribe, and yeah guys, peace.